and to welcoming he and his family here to Detroit, and hopefully get them up here as soon as possible. So, Avery Bradley.
Thanks, Coach, for all those amazing compliments you just gave me. I'm happy to be here. You know, spending 7 years in Boston and getting a call that I had a chance to play for the Detroit Pistons, I smiled. I mean, a lot of people probably would have been sad, but you know, it was an amazing feeling for me. I knew it was a new chapter for me. It was going to be a great opportunity. I was going to have a chance to play with a lot of good players, and Reggie Jackson, Andre Drummond. I mean, I can go down the list. But not only that, have a chance to play for someone like Coach Stan here next to me. I understand he's an amazing coach, and I always wanted to have an opportunity to play for someone like him. Someone that always holds you accountable, someone that pushes you. Not to take anything away from Brad Stevens or Doc Rivers. I feel like those are two great coaches, but I feel like this is a coach that's able to push me every single day and help me reach my full potential. And I feel like as NBA players, you know, if we want to play this game, we should want to maximize, you know, our games. And I feel like he's going to give me a chance to do that. And I'm happy to be here. And I hope you guys are excited about what I'm going to bring to this city, because I'm going to leave everything out there on the floor. And I'm hoping that I can bring a different style of play, nasty, get back there. I see a few people back there with some Detroit bad boys on. I like that, because, you know, that's what we want to bring. You know, we want to bring a championship back to Detroit. That's our goal, and I'm happy to be here, and thank you all for coming.
Avery, in the last 2 years, the Pistons and Celtics have played 8 games. I think none of them decided by more than 7 points. What do you are you in games that are that competitive and close all the way? Do you learn something about your new teammates? Do you learn something about your new coach?
I think you do. Like you said, we understand every time we came into this arena, it was going to be a battle. They have a great coach. They have some great players, and now being on the other side of the fence, I think it's going to be a great opportunity for me to, you know, share some of the funny stories. You know, like I said, every single time we came in here, we knew it was going to be a battle. So now I'm able to share our scouting report with them a little bit. Reggie, let you know how you know, we were nervous playing against a lot of these guys, but I'm happy to be here and happy to go to battle with these guys, because I want them to know that I'm going to play hard. I'm going to bring it every single game. I want the fans to know that. Most importantly, I want them to know that I'm going to play hard. I play hard from the beginning to the end of the game. And that's how, you know, I want to lead by example. I want everybody else to have that same mindset. And I feel like the sky is the limit for our team if we're able to, you know, play that way.
Avery, Stan talked about the leadership, and you're coming to a team that doesn't have a lot of really veteran, 10-year-plus guys. What does that mean to you to be a guy that he's going to look to carry a lot of that leadership mantle?
Well, you know, I feel like guys lead in different ways, and I'm pretty sure Reggie, he's an extension of Stan, him being a starting point guard, so he leads in one way. Andre leads in one way. I can go down the list, all the guys on the roster. And for me to be here, I'm going to lead in my own way, and that's trying to lead by example, speak up when I need to, but I want to come in and work hard every single day, hoping that I'm able to share some of my habits with the younger guys, and they can share with me. We can all help each other get better. I always tell people this is what this league is about. You know, it's not only about basketball, but helping each other grow as people, and that's what I try to do. I was able to blessed enough to learn from the KGs and the Paul Pierces, and I can go down the list. Those guys really helped me be a professional basketball player on and off the court, and I want to do the same here from day one. I want to let people know that you know, you have to build good habits. You can't just become a good player, you know, just by, you know, being able to jump high and run fast. You know, there's a lot of work that you have to put in, and a lot of focus, and that's film work. I mean, I can go down the list. But those are things that you have to build from the beginning, and I'm going to bring all those things to this team and try to help us become better and build better habits.
Does that mean you're looking maybe towards a long-term contract here, maybe get that going this summer?
We'll talk about that when the time comes, but I do feel like this is going to be a great opportunity for me. Like I said, I feel like this is going to help me grow as a player. And with that being said, you know, anything's possible. Obviously, whenever you're in a place that's helping you grow and become a better player and a person, you might want to stay there because anything can happen. And I want to reach my full potential as a basketball player, and I'm hoping that can be here.
Coach, when you look at the rest of the roster, there's not a lot of playoff experience, while Avery has not just playoff experience, but a lot of success, specifically this past year. How important was that in your decision to acquire Avery?
Well, I think anytime you can acquire guys who have that kind of experience, played in the playoffs, playing in big games, you know, you want to do it. I mean, it was the same thing when, you know, we brought Reggie here and had played in big games and had great success with Oklahoma City. I think that when you have those type of guys that have been in those situations, they not only help you win, but they, you know, bring that to other guys and help them win. And I think for us to, you know, have a guy like Avery, have a backcourt like Avery and Reggie, I think is going to help us a great deal.
Avery, I know going back to your AAU high school days, you were one of the rare guys at that age who was talked about for his defense more than his offense. Where did that come from with you, and in your experience, does one guy who devotes himself to defense, does that rub off on the other four guys he's playing with?
Well, I hope so. That's something that, you know, God's blessed me with from a young age. I've always had that mentality. And at this level, once I reached this level, I understood that, you know, defense wins games. Whenever you're able to give all your effort on the defensive end, it inspires people. And that's what I look to do all the time. You know, everybody doesn't like the charges and stuff, but, you know, that's what wins games, and that's what builds great habits. And I want to bring that every single game. I want to have my teammates have that same mentality as me. I want us to be one of the best defensive teams in the NBA, because I think we have the personnel to be able to do that. It's just a mindset and willing to, you know, follow the coaches, make sure that we're all buying into what he needs us to do. And I feel like the sky's the limit. I've heard from a lot of guys that he puts a lot of work into this organization as far as making sure we're prepared for each game. And I feel like it's our job to make sure that we're prepared for each game and locked in, so we're able to go out there and do our job, because that's what it's all about at the end of the day.
Maybe what do you know about Stan that you didn't know a week ago?
I don't know. I pretty much know everything. One thing I can say is every player that I spoke to about Stan all had positive things to say, and all told me that we're going to be a perfect fit for one another. All he expects from us as players is for us to go out there and play as hard as we can, and you know, play for one another and do our jobs. And like I said, that's what makes good teams. Players that are able to go out there and understand their role and make sure they do it at a high level every single night.
Avery, it's obviously it's a very exciting time for the organization with the move downtown, Little Caesars Arena opening up. What do you know about, I guess, downtown Detroit and the new building, and how excited are you for that?
I don't know much. I actually haven't been to Detroit. This is my first time today going to Detroit, and it was nice to be there. I know there's a lot of history. I'm just happy that I'm able to spend time there now, seeing that the new arena's there, and I know it's going to be a great opportunity for me and my family to be able to enjoy the history of Detroit and enjoy a beautiful new arena. I know it's going to be fun for the city. You know, I told my wife the other day, I said it's perfect timing. I feel like we're rebuilding our team and the city's rebuilding at the same time, so it's like it's perfect. Could have asked for a perfect time and perfect situation, so I feel like it's our chance to, you know, help the city be excited about Detroit basketball now, because I feel like in the near future we have a chance to be a very good team.
And does Avery complete your defensive puzzle? Because I know you're looking to get more of that this year.
Well, look, I think he's a guy, Avery's certainly a guy who can, you know, set the tone for our defense. He's the most proven defender we have on the team, no question about that. And I think his leadership in that area and what he brings to the table will be key. But I think Avery would tell you the same thing. I mean, you can't defend with one or two guys. I mean, we need everybody that goes out there to defend. I think there's some guys who can set the tone on that end of the floor, but everybody else got to follow along. So I think he'll be one of those guys to set the tone. But I think we've got other guys who can defend, and I think our guys understand how important that end of the floor is for us to make a step forward this coming year.
Avery, you mentioned a moment ago that when you got the word that you were traded to the Pistons, you smiled, but obviously you're leading a team that went to the Eastern Conference Finals last year, wasn't number 1 seed. Was there any level of disappointment of leading a team like that?
There wasn't, because I believe that, you know, everything happens for a reason, and this is, you know, the situation that, you know, God put me in for right now, and I feel like it's a perfect opportunity for me to, you know, improve, like I said, as a player. So I wasn't disappointed at all. You know, I just look at it as an opportunity for me to grow and help inspire others, and you know, for us to prove people wrong. It gives me another opportunity. I feel like it's a story of my life a little bit, and I feel like it's the same thing here in Detroit as a basketball team. I feel like kind of people always doubt, and I feel like this is a perfect opportunity for us to go out there and show people that, you know, we can overcome anything. Like Coach said, I mean, Reggie Jackson is one of the best guards in the NBA to me, and to a lot of other players, and it's just our job to go out there and prove that now.